The Fallen. We have butchers at our gates, forearmed and eager for slaughter. They arrive on their massive catches in the wake of the collapse to loot and pillage our devastated worlds. There are hints of ancient nobility to the Fallen, the scars of lost grandeur. The kells of their scattered houses still claim to be royalty, but they leave only grief and wreckage in their wake. Dreg. Don't underestimate a cutthroat or you'll get your throat cut. Dregs cling to the lowest rung of fallen society, docked to their lower arms in a ritual of humiliation and obedience. Dregs seek to prove their worth. Only a few will survive to gain promotion and regrow their limbs. Their suicidal bravery is fueled by ambition and shame. Vandal. You could drown the city in the blood they've spilt. Soldiers, brawlers, assassins, and scouts. Vandals are the seasoned regulars who fill out the skilled roles within a fallen crew. Whether they're from a distance or up close and personal, they are seasoned, efficient killers, with an arsenal of weaponry and tech to match their bloodlust. Captain. Waves of them smashed against our walls, hissing and wailing, but it was the one who stood beyond them, silent and scenting the air, that froze the blood in our veins. Having clawed and knifed his way to the top, scattering bodies and limbs in his wake, the captain is the strongest and most fiercest member of the crew he musters around himself. His ration of ether is the largest, his blades the sharpest, his guns the finest. Upon his shoulder hang the flag of his house, if he swears loyalty to any. For his crew, the slightest hesitation to comply earns a slash from the sword. Defiance results in immediate amputation if he's in a good mood, or death if he's not. Shank. Death flies on tarnished wings. Shanks are the bulldogs of the Fallen, small and tough enough to go where dregs won't fit. They scout, keep watch, and patrol. Fallen walkers deploy Shanks from internal bays for tactical support and field repair. Servitor. A floating light, a sleepless eye, their hope, their faith, their sustenance. Servitors are living relics of a once mighty fallen civilization. Packed with ultra-sophisticated machinery, they process matter and energy into the ether that the Fallen depend on for life. In battle, they support the Fallen with defensive systems and their own powerful energy weapons. Outside, they anchor Fallen comms and provide vital technological acumen. Servitors have complex relationships with each other and with their Fallen crews. Servitors are attached to a Prime, a massive servitor which exists in unclear symbiosis with a Fallen Archon. The Archon conveys the Kell's wishes to the Prime Servitor and exerts some measure of control. Recent development has suggested that Prime Servitors are more than a focus of worship and logical activity. They may play a key role in the Fallen Star flight. House of Devils. The Devils take whatever nature has yet to claim. These scour the scourge of the city, the shadow beyond our walls. This is the house that led to the battle at the Twilight Gap. The house that we tell our children to frighten them into behaving. The House of Devils have now devoted great strength to pillaging the Cosmodrome in old Russia, hunting for something buried below. If they are not held in check, whatever they find might prove the city's undoing. House of Winter. Their greed is as much of a threat as their blades. The fallen House of Winter, led by the ruthless Kell Draxus, has been found operating in the Istar Shink on Venus. Their interest seems to be directed at the ruins of the Academy along the Shattered Coast, but there are concerns that the focus may, in actuality, be directed elsewhere, towards the ominous citadel that rises like a warning above the waking ruins. House of Exile. They live among the Hive, of course they're crazy. There was more than a whiff of desolation among these fallen. Their ranks are swollen with dregs, their rags threadbare. Perhaps this is a new house, gathered from the outcast malcontents and disgraced castaways from others, galvanized by pride and hate or desire for freedom. Be careful, if this is true they will surely be hungry to secure their position, and that may drive them to bold action. House of Kings. Another great house hides among us. The colors of the House of Kings are rarely seen. They act with brutal contempt, as if they hold their rivals, the other fallen and city alike, in disdain. We have yet to grasp the full measure of their strength. House of Wolves. These ones are mine. The bulk of the House of Wolves now fall under the control of the Queens of the Reef. There are many stories of how this came to be, but they are too varied for the truth to be separated from rumor. Splicers. Within each fallen house is a secret collective of tinkerers, bioengineers, and scientists devoted to the evolution of their species. These devout engineers are known as Splicers. The Splicers' purpose is found in unraveling the biological and mechanical truths. They tear into systems to reveal their value either as a tool for survival or advancement worthy of their reverence and devocation. Devil Splicers. The Fallen put Splicers, their most reverend scientists, to work investigating and understanding Siva, the Golden Age wonder discovered in the Cosmodrome. As the Splicers' knowledge of Siva's potential begins to take shape, a rift grew between their techno-religious leaders and the younger, more ambitious sect of their rank and file, Devil Splicers. The leaders saw in Siva a new god to worship. The Devil Splicers saw a way to become one with the technology they worshipped. Siva was a means to a greater end: evolution.